President Barack Obama has arrived in Louisiana to survey recovery efforts from the historic flooding. The president, who was on vacation in Martha's Vineyard, was facing criticism for not visiting the flood-ravaged state sooner.
More than 60,000 homes have been reported damaged or destroyed, and more than 100,000 people have registered so far for federal assistance. Manuel Bojorquez is in Baton Rouge, and he joins us now. Manuel, we've heard a lot from other people talking out about the president not being there yet. How have the residents in Louisiana reacted so far, knowing that he is there now today and just got on the ground?
It really depends on who you ask. Of course, there are people here who feel that a presidential visit is necessary because it brings the national attention that they feel they have so badly needed throughout these times, to let people know how bad the situation is on the ground, as you can see, and hopefully to start to get more donations going and that sort of thing. But when you look around here, and what I'm hearing from people as they come out here and throw all their furniture and clothes away because it's all been ruined, and even over here you can see the vehicles have been ruined too, they aren't necessarily so keen on the politics of all of this. They say whether it's a Republican or a Democrat, we really don't care who's coming or going here because our priorities right now are different, is what they're telling us. What they need are volunteers. What they need is cash. What they need is a long-term commitment from federal agencies or from other organizations that they will have the ability, the money to rebuild, and at the very immediate, at this time right now, shelter, food, water. Those are the priorities on the ground. So while many people feel the national attention is great, they feel that it's for naught if there isn't more behind that.
Manny, that's a great point that you bring up there. What have you seen on the ground as far as volunteers? We know the Red Cross is on the ground there. They're looking for donations. They've asked people to come out and support their fellow Americans. Have you seen an influx of people coming from in the surrounding area to help those people that have been stricken by this terrible flooding?
Well, just to that point, we're going to get a little messy here with the shot, if it's okay, so that we can turn around here and show you what we have right here are Home Depot volunteers. These are people that are coming from several states here to help people that are impacted by the flooding. So you can see right there the people in the orange shirts. There are several of them that are helping to gut those homes, to get out belongings. They're also helping these people to see what photographs, if anything, they might be able to salvage. Those little personal things make such a difference here. So when it comes to talking to people on the ground, again, they always pivot back to, yeah, the politicians, let's get them here, let's get them talking about this, let's get the help flowing. But at the end of the day, when you've lost your car and you've lost all your furniture, all your clothing, your children's belongings, the children can't even go to school yet, their priorities are, what help can you give us now? Where are the volunteers? Where's the next hot meal? There are still thousands of people in shelters that need a more permanent place to stay. Will there be enough housing here? What will FEMA be able to do about that? These are all questions they have that they don't necessarily feel a presidential visit or a presidential nominee visiting will necessarily answer.
And Manny, what about as they go forward? I saw in your story yesterday, so many people don't have flood insurance. What do they do?
Well, that's the big question, right? That's the question they have right now is, can we rebuild? Is it going to cost $80,000? And if FEMA can only give us, say, $30,000 or more, where do we come up with the other money? Is it worth rebuilding? We spoke with an elderly couple that had lived there since 1973, and now they just say, we don't know. We don't have the insurance. We just don't know what to do. They really don't have those answers right now. So going forward, you may have a lot of people who move out of the area, as you saw after Hurricane Katrina. That, of course, is a concern here as well. I think FEMA has indicated they don't necessarily want to bring mobile homes as they have done before. They want to put people in more permanent situations, more permanent solutions. But that's all still in the planning stages right now when it comes to the long-term goal here.
And we see that huge pile of debris behind you there. Have they started to remove some of the debris as well?
We were told that today they were going to start trying to put big bins out in several communities here to start the process. But in this one neighborhood, you might be able to see even down this road here, every single house has a giant pile of debris, of now rubbish in front of it. We've seen this repeated in neighborhood after neighborhood. We've been driving through several communities here, and sometimes you just see for miles, not only residences, but businesses that have had to just discard everything. So while they're starting the process of trying to remove all of this, it could be months before they get it all up, let alone start to rebuild some of these homes.
Manuel Bojorquez on the ground in Louisiana for us today. Manny, thank you so much.